Beyond the Gate spoilers for the week of December to 29th, January 2nd indicate that Anita Dupree will tell the family she has breast cancer, while Shanice Johnson and Ted Richardson share a kiss during New Year's Eve festivities. The Beyond the Gates promo for the week of December 29th has dropped, and there's a lot to unpack, so let's get to it. The preview opens with Joey Armstrong and Vanessa McBride in a crowd at the Fairmont Crest Country Club for New Year's Eve festivities. Everyone has their champagne glasses raised as they shout, "Happy New Year!" The scenes quickly shift to Orphe Jeans, where Shanice and Ted are celebrating at midnight together, and Ted reaches in for a kiss. Yikes! How will Leslie Thomas react to the progression of this romance? Only time will tell. As the promo progresses, there's a New Year's Eve party at Uptown too. Dr. Madison Montgomery is shown as she tells Chelsea Hamilton, "No flippin' way, it's Kenny Lattimore." The R&B singer is revealed on stage, and he'll likely have a few performances that fans can look forward to. Next, the Beyond the Gates weekly promo shows Isaiah Hawthorne with Eva Thomas in her apartment. He notes that he can have a girlfriend with any career, and she stands up to declare, "Whoa, what did you just call me?" Leslie then appears with Joey at his casino, where he asks what he can do for her and states that she has a business proposal for him. What will these two be up to next week? Across town, Anita is in a hospital room with Vernon Dupree when he gently tells his wife they need to let the family know. He's likely talking about her breast cancer diagnosis, as the Dupree matriarch wanted to keep it a secret during the holidays. The beans will get spilled. As Vanessa is shown at the Fairmont Crest Country Club's NYE party again, when she says that Nicole Dupree got a call from her father. The blonde wonders if there's an emergency, as a scene is shown of Danny Dupree resting in Andre Richardson's arms on their couch. Danny looks very upset. Danny is then at Bill Hamilton's mansion, very emotional as Haley Hamilton tells her to get out. Haley is visibly angry. As Bill informs Danny, there's nothing she needs to say to him right now that is that important. Danny quips back that, "It's about our girls." The last scene of the promo is of Nicole crying, as her back is against the wall. Beyond the Gates spoilers hint that the week of December 29th, January 2nd will be filled with emotional moments, a little romance, and plenty of drama. So it'll be 5 must-see episodes viewers won't want to miss. Beyond the Gates kicks off its second season on Friday, January 2, oddly, more than a month ahead of its anniversary. And based on the preview that CBS just released, it's going to be even hotter than the first. As you'll see in the action-packed sneak peek clip package below, it's all systems go for newlyweds Danny and Andre. In fact, she even calls her Hubba Hubba hubby a sexy genie who grants all her wishes. In the bedroom anyway, that's for sure. Elsewhere in the video, we see that Anita, her grim prognosis be damned, is determined to live it up. Ted and Shanice continue to get their flirt on. Martin and Smitty decide it's clothing-optional playtime, and Leslie and Marcel not only wind up in the sack together, he lets her take a hold of his gun. Plus, after pulling away from Andre and dumping Derek, it looks like Ashley's love life is going to get a boost. And yes, that is Emmy winner Jordi Vilasuso, late of Guiding Light, All My Children, Days of Our Lives, and Young and Restless, that she's smooching. The actor Instagrammed that he was beyond grateful to be working with this fantastic cast and crew. Can't wait for you all to see a great story unfold. Looks like old problems will follow the Dupree family into the new year, at least according to the latest Beyond the Gates preview. Sure, there's going to be parties to attend and musical guests to swoon over, but none of that can erase the heartache that will spread as Fairmont Crest locals learn of Anita's cancer diagnosis. Although she initially kept everyone in the dark, Anita is now ready for the family to know about the health crisis she's facing. Surely, with Vernon by her side, the two of them can navigate the choppy emotional waters they're sailing into, right? One person we suspect will struggle with Anita's news in an unexpected way is Haley. Why? Because while he may have divorced Danny, they still share both an emotional connection and 2 children. But rest assured, not everything will be doom and gloom as 2026 kicks off. In fact, watch the below preview closely, and you'll see one potential couple we've been shipping for a while share their first kiss. Will that old saying prove true? You know, that the person with whom you lock lips on New Year's Eve is the one you'll be smooching all year? Hashtag couple goals. Meanwhile, we're a little worried about Joey Armstrong. Sure, the guy has a dangerous reputation, but even he might want to be wary where Leslie is concerned. Yet there she is, strutting into that oak-paneled back room at Joey's casino, suggesting they should strike a deal. Is she hoping he'll help fund her free clinic? Or does she have something far less noble in mind? The Monday, December 29th. Spoilers for Beyond the Gates focus on Leslie courting Joey with a scandalous offer. Meanwhile, Anita and Vernon struggle to accept their new normal. The Christmas celebration is over. Vernon, Sharon, and Tracy know Anita has breast cancer, but Anita is waiting until the holidays are over to reveal it to the rest of the family. One secret that was outed. Vernon turned to Sharon for singing lessons so he could surprise his wife with his newly acquired vocal skills. He beautifully belted out "Joy to the World" and "Never Can Say Goodbye." There was never any affair between Sharon and Vernon. Elsewhere, Leslie had a festive Christmas. She spent much of it with Peaches and then her daughter Eva. The two exchanged gifts in style at the Fairmont Crest Country Club. Afterwards, Leslie visited Ted in his hotel room, and they had a nice conversation, but Ted was not willing to pursue anything deeper than friendship with Leslie. Eva's Christmas joy continued when she and Isaiah connected on a deeper level at her place. As for Ted, he and Shanice celebrated together with pizza and cheesecake while watching A Christmas Carol. With Christmas over, it's time for Leslie to get down to business. And whatever business she has, it involves heading to the casino to enlist Joey's help. The weekly spoilers suggest that Leslie courts Joey with a scandalous offer. Knowing Leslie, this offer, should Joey accept, could cause drama, damage, and destruction for one of her foes, or someone who she thinks is an obstacle. Or it could be a shady way to get the free clinic off the ground so she can get the glory she feels she so richly deserves. Which scenario will it be? Understandably, Anita and Vernon struggle to accept their new normal. She received a brutal diagnosis. The type of breast cancer she has can be aggressive, especially in Black women. And it's stubborn in the fact that it has a higher recurrence rate, meaning it is likely to return even after the initial treatment proves successful. Anita and Vernon will need their entire village to help them through this, which means they will have to inform their family sooner rather than later. Also coming up on Monday, Danny and Vanessa compete over the same man. Danny and Vanessa are friends who are always honest with each other, and most of the time, they refrain from making judgments about each other. Something else they have in common? They're super competitive. So what triggers this sudden challenge of two of Fairmont Crest's fiercest females? Finally, Eva and Isaiah connected in a special way on Christmas, but the close and cozy vibes they had with each other take a turn. Eva pulls back where Isaiah is concerned. Why is Eva suddenly sabotaging this relationship? Beyond the Gates spoilers indicate it's the very first holiday season in the land of Fairmont Crest, as the new CBS soap just debuted this past February. So, what is on BTG fans' Christmas list for 2025? Time to find out. Beyond the Gates spoilers hint that Bill Hamilton may be a villain, but does he really deserve what his gold-digging wife, Haley Hamilton, is serving? She ruined his marriage and his family, tricking him into believing she was in love with him, while all she was after was his money. Now, she's poisoning a little bit at a time. Is Bill onto her game, or will she get away with offing him for that $10 million life insurance policy? Regardless, here's hoping he survives this Christmas season and many more to come. Danny Dupree and Andre Richardson make a cute and spicy pair, but he and Ashley Morgan had quite the chemistry. Sure, the good nurse is a tad vanilla, but with the right man, she could let her hair down and get a little wild. Her romance with Derek Baldwin was a bore fest, so here's hoping the writers craft an interesting love story for her to enjoy in 2026, so she doesn't spend next Christmas alone. Leslie Thomas has done some pretty vile things so far on Beyond the Gates, from trying to kill Laura Peterson not once, but twice, to tampering with Ted Richardson's reunion with Nicole Dupree. She's as bad as they come. Still, watching her relationship blossom into something relatively healthy with her daughter, Eva Thomas, how she dotes on adoptive mom, Peaches, and her ability to help those less fortunate with her newfound fortune is heartwarming. Could she be on a road to redemption? What kind of storylines would you like to see this Christmas season? Comment below. Watch the CBS Soap Daily for all the Fairmont Crest drama, and visit CTS regularly for the hottest Beyond the Gates news, updates, and spoilers. Let's look at what's been turning heads and making noise this week on Beyond the Gates. A quick look at the highlights, best quotes, and gasp-worthy moments for the week ending 26 December 25. This was another short week with only new episodes on the first 3 days of the week, and I have to say that my favorite scene of all was Shanice coming around to Ted's hotel room. Leslie had just been there and ducked around the corner before giving us the quote of the week. Shanice came around with one of the dozen lemon cheesecakes that she bakes at this time of the year for her friends. See, the more that we learn about Shanice, the more that there is to love. She's a genuinely lovely person. Ted is more than happy to see her at his door and ushers her in. When he learns about the cheesecake, he asks, "So we are friends?" And Shanice's immediate response is golden. "For now," she offers with a smile that screams flirtation. The hint of more to come makes this slow burn so delicious. How did it get to be Christmas already? That sure snuck up out of nowhere. Next week, we have a preemption on Wednesday for the Sun Bowl. The Sun Bowl is one of college football's oldest traditions, a postseason bowl game held annually in El Paso, Texas, at the Sun Bowl Stadium, featuring teams from the ACC and Pac-12 conferences in a nationally televised event, currently known as the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, known for its history and unique desert setting. Additional to the above mentions of Ted and Shanice, spoilers for next week show the pair having their first kiss at a New Year's party. Cannot. Wait, this is my favorite pairing so far on BTG. Bring it on! Beyond the Gates, spoilers for next week show heavy developments in Fairmont Crest. Anita and Vernon face another difficult stretch, while Danny and Vanessa find themselves pushed into a tense space once again. Moreover, Leslie takes a bold approach towards Joey. Elsewhere, the Dupree sisters receive news that changes their week. Furthermore, Nicole steps into the center of a major reveal, and Eve will pull away from Isaiah. Keep scrolling to find out more. Anita and Vernon are struggling to adjust to their new normal. They are facing challenges, and it has become hard for them to accept how situations unfold. Elsewhere, Leslie will make a bold move. She will offer Joey a tempting offer. She wants to influence him and gain his attention. Moreover, Danny and Vanessa will clash over the same man, and they both will try to win his interest. The two women refuse to back down and want to be on top. Elsewhere, Eva starts to pull back from Isaiah. She distances herself and wants to process what is happening around her. Kenny Latimoter will appear as a special guest. He will bring excitement with his New Year's Eve performance. Elsewhere, the Dupree sisters will confront news that will affect them badly. They will have to deal with emotional challenges, and it is something nobody can ignore. Furthermore, Chelsea quietly plots behind the scenes. She wants to gain control of situations. Elsewhere, Ted and Shanice will experience a change in their friendship. Will their bond withstand tough times? Ashley and Derek will have to deal with an uncomfortable discussion sometime next week. Nicole delivers some difficult information to Kat and Martin, and this brings tensions and arguments between the sisters. Elsewhere, Danny will ask Bill for his attention. Haley will also be able to hear the viewpoints of people surrounding her. Additionally, Naomi and Chelsea will receive shocking news when they go to see their grandparents. Danny will support Vernon during his tough times, and we will see that Thomas will comfort Kat, who has been a little secretive these days. Meanwhile, Bill will give some unwanted advice to Anita. Elsewhere, Martin confides everything to Smitty. Furthermore, Ted will surprise his daughter with an unexpected decision. For more Beyond the Gates, spoilers and updates, keep following Soap Opera Daily. Here's what's coming up on Beyond the Gates for Monday, December 29th, 2025. Vernon and Anita struggle, while Danny and Vanessa compete over the same man. And that's not all. Read on as Soap Opera News breaks down the day's event for you. Anita and Vernon are facing some unexpected news, and it's hitting them harder than they ever imagined. It's not going to be easy, but together, they're finding ways to navigate this new reality. As they work through their feelings, They also have to figure out how to break the news to their children, which is proving to be just as challenging. Accepting their new normal won't happen overnight, and the road ahead is going to be anything but simple. But leaning on each other might just be the key to making it through. Meanwhile, Leslie is being classic Leslie. This time, she shows up at Joey's casino with a scandalous offer aimed at catching his attention. Will he take the bait or walk away? Only time will tell. But considering Leslie's history and the fact that Joey is one of the baddest men in the DMV, you can't help but wonder what she really wants from him. Beyond the Gates spoilers for December 29th also hint at some romantic tension elsewhere. Danny and Vanessa are set to compete over the same man. Who could he be? Meanwhile, Eva seems to be pulling back when it comes to Isaiah. Things are heating up, and it looks like drama is in the cards for everyone. That's all for Beyond the Gates spoilers for December 29th, 2025. Which storyline are you most excited about? Do you think Anita will survive this? Share your thoughts in the comments and check back tomorrow for more drama and surprises. Get the weekly BTG spoilers. Beyond the Gates airs weekdays on CBS. Beyond the Gates star Carla Mosley took to social media to reveal a surprise holiday project she collaborated on with co-stars Sean Freeman and David Lamy Freeby. Mosley shared the news in a video posted to the official Beyond the Gates Instagram, greeting fans directly. "Hey, gatekeepers, it's Carla Mosley or Danny Dupree here," she said at the start of the clip. Mosley explained that the idea came from an impromptu moment on set. "I wanted to share a very special Christmas surprise just for you," she said. "I'm sure by now how multi-talented our cast is. So one day, I was sitting in hair and makeup, and I heard Sean Freeman, who plays Andre, singing next to me, and I thought, man, it would be so cool if Danny and Andre could sing a holiday song." She said the project quickly came together. "That night, I went home and a little tune popped into my head," Mosley explained. "So I went to Lemmy, who plays Isaiah, and I said, would you be interested in helping me write a Christmas song? I came to him and put it together, and here it is, just for you." Mosley closed the video by thanking viewers for their continued support and offering a holiday message. "From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and the most spectacular New Year, from Beyond the Gates," she said. Fans quickly shared their support for both Mosley and the song. One user in the comment section on Instagram wrote, "Gatekeepers love how talented y'all are. Honestly, if there was a random musical episode next year, we wouldn't even question it." While a second fan begged to see Mosley and Freeman's chemistry explored in other mediums as well, sharing, "Her voice is giving Disney princess vibes, but am I the only one who need to see them in a Hallmark Channel Christmas movie?" Beyond the Gates airs weekdays on CBS and streams weeknights on Paramount+. Viewers can catch all of the drama from the beginning on Paramount+, or on Pluto TV's dedicated 24/7 Beyond the Gates Fast channel. Next week on Beyond the Gates, spoilers for Deck 29, 2025, Jan 2, 26 reveal that Shanice and Ted kiss. Meanwhile, Anita must share her news and more. Soap Opera News has the scoop, and the spoiler video you don't want to miss. There's a lot going on behind the gates. Coming up, Ted and Shanice finally share a kiss, and it's been a long time coming. It all happens as Fairmont Crest rings in the new year in style, with Kenny Lattimore set to guest star and perform. And of course, Madison is completely fangirling. Who wouldn't be? On top of that, Isaiah casually refers to Eva as his girlfriend. It totally catches her off guard, but in the best way possible. It's nice to see someone finally ready to claim her. Meanwhile, Eva's mom may be stirring up some trouble of her own. Leslie shows up at Joey Armstrong's casino with a business proposal. She swears he won't be able to refuse. But is he really the kind of guy she should be getting into business with? That's still up in the air. Elsewhere in BTG News, Vernon tells Anita that the time has come. It's finally time to tell the kids. Vanessa also mentions that Nicole got a call from her father, and it sounds like it could be an emergency. How will Nicole take the news? As for Danny, why? She goes to see Bill, but Haley is not having it and demands that Danny leave. Danny, however, insists on staying long enough to tell Bill why she's there. and it all has to do with their daughters. Anita takes Vernon to the sofa in their living room and tells him that she has been diagnosed with cancer. She goes through many of the details, and Vernon can't believe she lived with the anxiety alone. After they go back and forth a bit, he promises they will beat this disease together and she will no longer be alone. Danny calls, and Anita tells him to ignore it as she isn't ready to tell anyone besides him. Anita says, if this is to be her last Christmas, she wants to spend it surrounded by all her family being happy. Later, Vernon is alone and breaks down in tears. Anita walks in and sees him but backs out, allowing her husband his moment and having one of her own. Ted tells Nicole about Vernon having an affair with Sharon. Nicole laughs it off, but Ted goes through all the details Leslie fed him. When she finds out Leslie is the informer, she chastises Ted for, once again, being her pawn. She knew Ted would want to protect Nicole and thus be the perfect person to relay the information. Andre and Danny are hanging out when Nicole arrives and blurts out about Vernon possibly having an affair. Andre takes his cue and heads out for food. Nicole tells her sissy about her visit with Ted. As she did, Danny laughs it off, but things get more serious when they begin to compare notes. They both admit their parents have been acting strangely, which fuels their belief something must be going on. Haley serves Bill a little dark liquor. They immediately get into it as he relays their dream home in St. Bart's has been ripped out from under them. The family has decided to stop the sale and keep it in the family. Haley is furious, despite Bill's attempts to calm her. After a while, she storms out of the house. Later, Haley returns home and Bill tells her about a tradition from his childhood. He wants Haley to understand she is his one and only. Bill tells her no one in his life, not even Danny, actually knows about this childhood tradition he had with his dearly departed mother. Vanessa and Joey are enjoying a meal at the country club when Donnell unexpectedly arrives. He notes the beard on the table and thinks Joey is taking his father's place as Santa Claus. Joey makes his exit, leaving Vanessa to ask Donnell about Deanna. Donnell admits Deanna is having a very difficult time, but they are trying to support each other. Donnell says she isn't alone and is currently taking a ski trip with her friends. He promises to call her with any red flags. Vanessa tells Donnell how proud she is of him. He takes the opportunity to ask a personal question. Donnell asks about his mother and father's marriage, as he thought it had shifted in recent times leading up to his death. Vanessa opens up to her son and says their relationship shifted to one of good friends, but they truly loved each other. Donnell understands her relationship with Joey is much deeper than he once thought, and surprisingly, supports whatever makes his mother happy. Joey runs into a very annoyed Haley in the lobby and takes the opportunity to talk to her about Bill's possible run for office. Haley has no interest until Joey mentions the power she would wield. All the people who rejected her for being a homewrecker would be tripping over themselves to kiss the ring. Haley is clearly intrigued and leaves Joey with the impression she is giving the possibility thought. Ted runs into Shanice at Orphe Jeans, and the two share the last piece of cobbler. He asks about the bird feeder, but Shanice says he's going to need to come set that up as she is not putting herself in a position to get near those flying demons. They establish Ted will be spending the holidays alone, and Shanice invites him to her family's celebration. Andre arrives, and Shanice makes her exit. Andre questions Ted, but he shuts her down. Andre asks Ted about his father and how he hated football. Ted says he did hate it, but it was tradition. And they enjoyed going to games, every year together. Andre pulls out 2 tickets, and the duo agreed to continue the tradition. Beyond the Gates episode 198 spoilers tease New Year's celebrations in Fairmont Crest. New romances, risky deals, and rising family fears. As the calendar turns and a new year begins, Beyond the Gates sets the stage for one of its most emotional weeks yet. Episode 198 and the days that follow promise celebration, confession, romance, and deep worry, all unfolding across Fairmont Crest and Uptown. While fireworks light the sky, several characters face moments that could change their lives forever. The week opens with New Year's celebrations happening in different corners of town. At the Fairmont Crest Country Club, music, laughter, and excitement fill the air. Vanessa and Joey are right in the middle of it all, making no effort to hide their closeness. Joey clearly wants Vanessa to know he is proud to be seen with her, and their public appearance sends a clear message to everyone watching. At the same time, Uptown hosts a special night of its own. Madison is thrilled as she watches Kenny Lattimore perform live, clearly enjoying every second. Nearby at Orphe Jeans, Ted Richardson and Shanice are also soaking in the festive mood. As the countdown ends and the ball drops, the noise fades for a moment. The two share a quiet pause before leaning in for their very first kiss, marking a sweet and hopeful start to the year. Isaiah and Eva's relationship gets a name. Away from the crowds, Isaiah and Eva share a calm moment on the couch. Their conversation takes a sudden turn when Isaiah says he believes he can have both a career and a girlfriend. His words stop Eva in her tracks. She stands up, surprised, and asks him what he just called her. For the first time, their relationship has a clear label. Whether Eva is ready for that label remains uncertain, leaving their future hanging in the balance. As the celebrations continue, trouble quietly brews elsewhere. Leslie makes her way to the back room of Joey's casino, where she is quickly questioned about why she is there. She does not hesitate to explain that she has a business proposal he will want to hear. Leslie teaming up with Joey feels risky, and their meeting hints that serious problems could be coming for others caught in their path. The mood shifts at the hospital, where Anita and Vernon share a private moment in a consultation room. Vernon tells his wife that it is time to tell their children the truth. Anita clearly hates the idea, but her expression shows she knows it may be necessary. This heavy conversation connects to events unfolding elsewhere that night. Back at the country club, Vanessa notices that Nicole is missing. She mentions that Nicole had taken a call from her father earlier and wonders if there may have been an emergency. Nearby, Danny sits close to Andre, who holds her tightly, offering comfort as worries begin to pile up. The tension deepens when Danny shows up at Bill's house. Haley immediately demands that she leave, but Bill steps in, saying that anything Danny has to say can be said in front of Haley. Danny interrupts him with urgency, explaining that it is about their daughters. With Anita already facing a health crisis, the timing could not be worse. Questions arise about whether their girls could face the same risk. Elsewhere, the emotional weight finally becomes too much for Nicole. Alone, she leans against a wall and breaks down in tears, showing just how deeply these events are affecting everyone. Beyond the Gates, spoilers here, and we're ready for our Christmas visit to Fairmont Crest, and we have some fun spoilery goodies to share. We're going to get a warm, fun moments as Ted Richardson and Shanice Johnson will celebrate Christmas together. It won't be fancy, it won't be a gala, but it'll be a cool, relaxing time as they continue to bond. Meanwhile, Vernon Dupree and Sharon Winger's secret will come out at the Dupree family Christmas party. There's a chance Leslie Thomas will play a part in this, but we think it'll be Vernon's doing. He's going to show how much Sharon's singing lessons have helped him, as he'll sing a song Clifton Davis wrote himself, Beyond the Gates, Spoilers. Love how the show lets characters grow and bond naturally. They rarely force a couple together and tell us to accept them, and that makes who we see more endearing. This will be a fun scene as Ted will put up Shanice's new bird feeder. We expect she'll remain inside to watch just to be safe. It'll be a fun moment if a few birds flay to the feeder right away and become Ted's friends. Though she may not let him back in the house at first, but when she does, they'll settle in and have a fun time with take-up and toasting Christmas. It's the perfect laid-back date between friends that grows into something special. The time has come for Vernon to clear up any doubt in his dedication to Anita Dupree. He'll do that by coming clean under the glower of Danny Dupree and Nicole Richardson. His secret? Sharon's been teaching him to sing. Anita teased him numerous times about his voice, so he wanted to surprise her for the holiday, and she's going to love it. Anita also needs this, and it'll fill her with tons of love and pride. Even better is it's the actor's own song he wrote. Clifton is a Broadway performer, and we're in for a treat when he cuts loose and wows everyone. Do you think Ted and Shanice will make a fun couple? Let us know in the comments below. Check back with Beyond the Gates spoilers for the latest updates, spoilers, and speculation around. For any other soap opera and entertainment news, please visit again Daily Soap Dish.